Veterans, the VA is not the problem. Your lack of knowledge and the system, that's the real enemy here. I want to make that very clear. The VA has all these programs that are designed to provide us with assistance and actually serve us. The reason it seems so difficult to get into it is because you guys don't have the right knowledge. You're basing your claims off of what your buddy did, your battle buddy, your spouse, cousin, friend did this, so you're trying to do the same thing and it's not working for you. But what you don't realize is the VA is an individualized process. Just the fact that you are filing a disability claim, you're not filing for your cousin, sister, friend, boyfriend disability. You're filing for your specific disability, and it must reflect that. You need to start building your own claim based off your experience, and you need to individualize it. And then you'll start seeing a huge shift. But let me be honest with you, and let me say something uncomfortable. If you did not file your VA disability claims correctly, you are literally donating thousands of dollars back to the VA, back to the government. And this is money that who knows what they're spending it on. If you're new here, my name is Reuben Geimah. I am a combat veteran and the CEO of VA Claims Made Easy. I have no life the VA system so that you don't have to. Because remember, the VA is not the problem. Your lack of knowledge and the system is. And that's what we fix here on this channel. Let's get into the video. Here's the lie that keeps veterans broke, frustrated, and stuck. If it wasn't documented during service, you're done. No records means no chance. You're gonna be waiting for too long, and that is completely false. I'm here to tell you that now. Today I'm going to be showing you how veterans win VA claims even with zero medical record from service, why most claims fail, and how to move through the VA system mechanically, not emotionally. Every VA disability claims, no matter who they are, how long they've been out, or how severe their conditions feels, comes down to three major bridges, and you cannot cross these bridges out of order, you cannot skip them, and you do not argue with the toll collectors. You have to follow the rules. At each bridge, the VA asks you one specific questions. Answer it correctly, you move on forward. Miss it, you get denied. Most veterans never even realize where they failed, but we're gonna fix that with this video. So, what are these bridges? Bridge number one, do you even have this condition? Sounds simple, right? Let me explain. This is the first bridge. It sounds obvious, but thousands of veterans fail here every single year. The VA first question is not, are you in pain? Did the Army mess you up? Did you suffer? No. They understand you're going to go through all of those things. That's part of being in the military. You're going to feel pain. You're going to suffer. You're going to get messed up a little bit. The question here is, where is the medical diagnosis? That's it. Simple. If you have no diagnosis, you have no claims. This is not personal. This is not the VA being out to get you. This is strictly administrative. It's a bureaucracy. It's a system. That's why I tell you guys all the time, the VA is not the problem. Your lack of knowledge and the system is. You fix your lack of knowledge and you understand that it's a system. It's black and white. As long as you check all the blocks, you get what you want. Everything is solved. Hold up, real quick, vets. YouTube tells me that 93.8% of you guys are watching the video but not subscribing. That's like my ex-girlfriend wanting all my VA benefits but not committing to me. Come on, man. You know, I put a lot of work, a lot of sweat into these videos. So if it's bringing value to you, just hit the subscribe button. It literally takes nothing from you. But it tells YouTube that what we're doing here at VA Claims Made Easy is actually helping the community, so they promote and push to more veterans. And ultimately, that's our goals. So go ahead and take the time out right now. Just subscribe to the channel. So why do so many veterans fail at this first bridge? This is because veterans assume pain is enough, symptoms are obvious, the VA will just simply figure out And that's not the case. They absolutely will not. The VA compensate diagnosis, disability, not the story. You have to be able to go in there and articulate what is happening to you so that they understand. Your goal when you file a claim is to convey the message of your diagnosis, your symptoms, and the functional impact that is having on your life in the VA language so they properly understand, and then they can compensate you and thank you for your service. They're going to thank you for your service first, but that's about it. So how do you pass this bridge? First, you need a current medical diagnosis. That diagnosis comes from the VA doctors, private providers, specialists. It does not need to come from service. That's it. Let me say this again clearly for those of you guys in the back that missed what I said. The VA does not require your diagnosis to occur during service. It requires the disability to exist now. Once the VA can see, yes, this veteran has this condition, you pass the first bridge. Here's a reality check for most of you vets out there that never went to sick call. So what? That doesn't disqualify you. It just means you have to get a diagnosis now. You connect it later. And how you do this connection is through a Nexus letter's DBQs. All right? Nexus letter is your service connection, even though you're not in service anymore. And that's how most vets win their case. Bridge number one is about today medical reality, not your 20-year-old paperwork. If you understand that, you get past the first bridge. Moving on to bridge number two. Why is this the military responsibility? You have to answer this question. This is where your service connection comes into play. This is the bridge where most veterans can cross and they just give up. Easily 70 to 80% of claims fails here. The VA now agrees you have the conditions, so they ask you, why should the government pay for this? Is this our fault? What did we do? I know we had you jumping out of planes, we had you running up mountains, we had you sleeping in the swamp, but is it really our fault? You gotta answer that question. You gotta let them know it's their fault. This is where so many veterans panic and make fatal mistakes. But this is not gonna be you because you're watching this video all the way to the end and you're gonna understand how to properly use these frameworks I'm giving you. Here's the truth about no in-service record. This is where the biggest myth lies. Veterans are told if it wasn't documented, it never happened. This is legally incorrect. The VA allows service connections through direct service connection, secondary service connection, aggravation, post-service medical opinion. Missing records do not end your claims. So if you're in this boat, you are still good. You can still file. Do not let these myths hold you back. You just need to understand the right strategy that is going to help you. And the right strategy consists of these tools. Tool number one, the Nexus letter. The Nexus letter answers one legal question. Is it at least as likely as not, 50% or greater probability, that this condition was caused or aggravated by the military service? That phase, at least as likely as not, is the legal standard. But what does a proper Nexus letter look like? A proper Nexus letter reviews your medical history, reviews your service history, explain medical reasoning, and it connects the dot between your diagnosis and your service. This replaces missing service records with professional medical authority every single time. Why is the Nexus letter so powerful? The VA rater is not a doctor. They are an administrator. When a qualified medical professional says this condition is at least as likely as not as related to service, the rater now has legal justification to grant your service connection, and that's how the system works. Tool number two is your personal statement, your lay evidence. This is your voice, but used correctly. A personal statement is not a rant. It's not emotional dumping. It's not a novel. It is clear, structured, concise, and you explain what happened, when symptoms began, how they progress throughout your life, and how they affect your life currently. Submitting a VA Form 214138. Once submitted, this becomes official evidence. And it's not only limited to just your word. You can get spousal statements, you can get statement from your kids, you can get statement from your neighbors. If you're going for TDIU, total disability, individual unemployability, you can even get a lay statement from your employment where they convey how your disability is affecting your ability to perform at work. That statement alone is going to hold such a strong legal ground when it comes to proving your case on why you need to get that TDIU. So, strategic moment right here. When you submit, you need a diagnosis, a Nexus letter, a personal statement. You are no longer guessing. You are executing a complete service connection packet. Most veterans never do this. That's why you see so many of you guys are stuck below 90% or gets denied immediately. Now, let's talk about bridge number 3. How much is this worth? This is the severity and rating. This is the final bridge that you have to cross. And this is where so many veterans leave the most money on the table. At this point, the VA agrees that you have the condition, it is service connected. Now they're asking, how severe is it? And how you answer these questions to the VA literally determine the compensation that you get. Why do so many veterans fail at this bridge? They answer from their perspective, not realizing that the VA rates from its schedule. Those are not the same thing. How the VA defines severity, the VA uses its schedule for rating disability. Each condition has specific criteria. For example, migraines. The criteria for migraines are frequency, durations, prostrating attacks, economics, and adaptability. Mental health. The criteria for mental health are occupational impairments, social impairments, frequency and severity of symptoms. Back and joint conditions. The criteria for back and joint conditions are range of motion, functional loss, flare-ups. If you're constantly feeling pain, if you lose range of motion, for example, for me, this one is big because I'm at the point in my shoulders where just holding my phone up for an extended period of time starts to hurt and it burns inside the joint. All of that, if I was filing my claims again, I could actually use that to convey how severe my condition is. And my shoulders is really messed up, both, right? You have to understand that the VA is not here to rate you on how tough you are, how much pain you can tolerate, and how long you've been dealing with it. They rate functional impact, and that's what they care about. This is not lying, it's translation. You do not need to exaggerate. You are translating your real life situation into the language that the VA comprehends and understands so that they can adequately assign the percentage that you deserve. When you walk into that CMP exam knowing what criteria applies to your symptoms, what symptoms matters, what functional loss looks like, you stop underselling yourself, and this is where lifelong monthly compensation is then decided and it's rewarded to you and your family. In every single thing we do in the military, we always prep, we always show up in our best. Do the same when it comes to filing for your claims. You got to be squared away. You got to let the VA know, hey, I served, I did what you guys asked me to do. Now I'm asking you to do what you need to do to take care of me and my family. So when you're walking into that CMP exam, understand that it is not a conversation, it's an evaluation. And every answer you give maps into your direct percentage that the VA is going to assign to you. So many veterans loses this because they minimize their symptoms. They talk about their good day, they joke through the pain, and that's going to cost you. When you go into that CMP exam, understand you're not going there to hang out with your buddy or your friends. Those examiners don't give a rat's bottom about you. They don't even care. You're probably one of 100 they have to see that day, and they're just trying to get through it so they can be done with their day, probably go home and relax. Everybody likes to relax. So you over here messing up their day, trying to be friends with them, crack jokes when they don't care. So understand that and go in there with intention. So here's the big reframe. I want you guys to lock this in. The VA claims process is not about fairness. It's about execution, diagnosis, service connection, severity. You miss one and you lose all three. Master all three, and you get the rating that you truly deserve, that can open the doors up to so many opportunities for you and your family. Why does this matter long term? This isn't just about today. A property built claims protects you from reductions, set you up for an increase, open doors to secondaries, move you closer to that 100% PNT. A weak claims keeps you fighting forever. Structure is going to end the fight. So if you're tired guessing, I've created a free school community group for veterans, and we have everything that you're going to need, from courses to doctors, VSOs, realtors. I've created a one-stop shop where you can come in as a veteran, ask questions, get the resources and the assistance you need. If you're interested, the link is below. Click that link, join the free school community group. I'll see you guys in there. Also, we're building the first ever VA claims agent app where the AI will literally help you process your claim. All you do is submit your documents and it take care of everything. The link is also in my description. Click there and sign up for our wait list. With that being said, guys, my name is Reuben Geimah. I'm the CEO of VA Claims Made Easy, and I have no life the VA claim process so that you don't have to. Don't forget to take a look at this video and this one. They're equally going to provide you with as much value as this one do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.